Hello, and welcome to Star Ocean 2 Remake. Last episode was just a bunch of story. This episode is going to be pretty close, I think. There's going to be a bit of story. There's just going to be a lot of talking, a lot of jibber jabbering. Yeah, see? His are pointed up, and Rena's ears are like pointed, or pointy, but they're like horizontal. It's weird. There you go. If you go off auto, you can zip through the text more. Ooh, a sword. It's like, you're a strange guy. Here, just have this deadly weapon. Just in case you need to kill a fool. And that was weird. My battle net thing popped up. I'm not sure why. It's weird. Yeah. Mind your own business, kid. Yeah, here goes. World map. You can look around. Yeah, there's lots of treasures like hidden all over the place. Yeah, so you can see the different kinds of enemies. You get them from behind, they start stunned. But if they get you, then it's not good for you. There's lots of treasure chests and little things all over the place. Like look at that. Look at that water. There's birds flying in the background, those mountains. Everything just looks so nice. See? This is what I was talking about. It's a chain battle. I never got very good at this. Yes, links, yeah, up to 5. So you can like, and then if you hit them while they're flashing, then you get your counter. Zap. You just get to hit him from behind. I haven't unlocked it yet, but there's like a little bar that'll build up as you like win battles. And then I think it's in your tactics. I think, yeah, you pick one, and then depending on what you have set, it'll dictate the bonuses you get for having that thing filled up. But I don't think we get. You don't get that until later. Oh, right, because I've got that. I've got the weapon on. See, look at how much XP we're getting. That's from the chain. I'm just messing around. We don't need to do this. There's a treasure chest up there. You get the bunny. So it's like a specialty skill that you got. There's a raid boss in the background there. And there's some fish. So you can only fish where you like see fish. But we haven't unlocked that yet. Something weird with the camera. Ah, it's inverted. That's what it is. Up is down and down is up. I don't like that. Okay, up is up, down is down. There you go. So by there. How it was before I didn't like. So it can be dangerous to try and like gather up a bunch of guys because if you get caught from behind, you lose your thing. Like your tactics thing that builds up that gives you bonuses. And the way you do private actions now is different. You can trigger it from like inside the city. Which one was it? I think it was like one of the later ones. Master Bernard, Master Allen, and that's it. I'm supposed to like keep my technology a secret, so I just whip out my communicator in the middle of the city. This won't look strange at all. It starts making noises. Wee 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 wee. There you go. See, so before, I guess if you knew, you would just go straight to Alan's place, but if you didn't know that all you needed to do was talk to that one guy, and then, oh, this fast travel. Oh my goodness, is this nice. If you're farming out certain whatchamahoots, private actions, or you need to go from place to place, it can save you some time. Like, you can only fast travel to places you've already been, right? So you could do some exploring at the start of the game, and then just fast travel everywhere. Unfortunately, you can't go from like a city to a dungeon, which kind of sucks. You could go from like dungeon to dungeon, because sometimes you want to go to certain places, especially at the end of the game with the cave trials. Like sometimes you're gonna leave the cave, maybe you gotta buy new items or shit, I don't know. But to go like back and forth is kind of a pain. Or actually another good one is Illuria Tower. Because in order to get Welch's best, well, it's not her best skill, it's just like the last skill that she can learn. Her killer move. Oh, I can't remember what they call it. Nibelung Valesti. It's from Valkyrie Profile. Another Enix game. It was pretty good. I never got like the best ending, but I did get like the one where what is I can't remember what it is. Yeah, she becomes like, so Valkyrie Profile is all about like Ragnarok and preparing for Ragnarok. And you're going around getting the Einheier within that little thing there. But there's like different ways you can beat the game to get the endings. So if you just like beat the game normally, then, you know, Ragnarok happens. You fight Loki. But there's like a different way you can do it to beat the game, to get like the best ending, where your character basically takes over and like she takes over Odin's position after Ragnarok, and she becomes like the strongest god. I've never done that because there's like specific things that you need to do. And then that game also has like a Cave of Trials at the end. It's not the same as this. It's more linear, but it also has like super bosses. And if you beat like... Yeah, see, it breaks. And then if you beat like the final boss like over and over and over again, it'll say things. Like it'll give you like different messages at the end. I think you need to beat it 9 times in a row. Or you beat it 9 times and then to get all of the messages. Something like that anyways. I've never done it myself, but I've seen, like I watched a Let's Play of this guy do it. Is it gonna let me... Oh, there we go. Let me move. Press the button. There we go. Yeah, I saw a Let's Play a few years ago where the guy like 100%ed the game. It's Boss Man. Take it away, deep inside the mines. Something's not right with Alan. That's okay, we'll beat it out of him. I'll beat it out of him. Oh, it's the save point thing. I guess I didn't do it last time. They look different now. This is a good one. It's a good remake of the music. Some of them aren't so good. Like I said, like that one at the end. Oh. It's... Oh, it's the bonus gauge. Here you go. So now I've unlocked the bonus gauge. So if you... Let's just go back. So you collect spheres by beating enemies, and you can level up the bonus gauge 3 times. You kill an enemy, critical hit, or you break their shields. So enemies, they can like block and stuff, and they've got like we do for so long. And then if you can like break their shields, and some moves are better at breaking shields rather than doing damage. And then when their shields are broken, they're like stunned and they take a bunch of extra damage. And then you lose your bonus gauge if you die, like the character you're using dies. You screw up one of those counters, or if the enemy gets you. So if you're like running around trying to scoop up a bunch of guys and you screw it up, then you could lose your bonus gauge. I'm out of MP. Probably should have saved some. Level up. Let's check the tactics. I think it'll let me pick now. Formations, that's what it is. So you get... Oh, I've only got the one. So this one just gives you attack up, defense up, hit up. Right, so it's actually not it's not bad. right? So if you get all 3 gauges filled, 25% attack, 25% defense, 50% chance to hit, 50% hit boost, I guess. Some of them are like HP, there it is, or like HP, MP, spell damage, attack damage, or like XP. You can get extra XP, SP. I think there's like more chance of items. Look at his crazy eyes. This is a character that never had a... Well, I guess he had a portrait in the PSP version. Look at all the detail. This used to just be like in Final Fantasy VII, where they've got like the 3D models on like 2D painted backgrounds. That's kind of what Star Ocean was like too. All the barrels. There's more pumpkins in the background there. More of those weird demon statues. I'm kind of torn about the like they kept the sprites. They tried to like upscale them, but they're still kind of pixelated. I don't know, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. I like the sprites. They have like they've got like a certain charm to them. I think it's like Secret of the Mana, like the old Super Nintendo game. When they did the remake of that, they got rid of the sprites and they made them like 3D models, but they weren't nearly as good. They're not as expressive. You can do a lot of like expressive, goofy things with the sprites, which you see all the time. But you can't really do that with the 3D models. Oh shit! He's going Super Saiyan. He's big and red. Does that mean he's Super Saiyan 4? No, he doesn't have a tail. He's like, what's his face? Zarbon. Right trigger and L. Let's use switch. And so her press abilities do a lot of damage to the shields. Oh, she doesn't have any more MP. Damn it, Rena. I wanted to show what happens, but she burned all her MP. That's okay. I'm sure we will see many times shield breaks. Oh, antidote. It's really how you want to deal with like really powerful enemies. You want to shield break them because they're like stunned and they just stand there for a while. So you want everybody to have like the kill, especially your melee guys, their killer moves. You want like one of them set up to be not one person, but like each person to have like one killer move that does really good shield damage, and then other ones that do good damage. This way you can burn through the shields and then just pound the shit out of them. Time for some cheek clapping. Same thing with the casters, right? They have some spells and abilities that are better, like really good at getting rid of shields. Like Rena, for example, with like press, gravity press. Those ones are really good at taking out shields. They don't do much damage, but that's fine. Oh, what's going on? He's possessed by the stone. I thought he fell down again. Guess we should come back here eventually and grab those treasure chests. You can get like challenge things in this game where it's like loot so many treasure chests or kill so many enemies, and that type of shit. I think there might actually be an achievement for picking up every single treasure chest. I didn't get it because I'm bad for ignoring the treasure chests, especially the ones at the beginning of the game. Because, Bozeman. I don't really pick up the ones at the beginning of the game because it's not worth it. Am I gonna get like spectacles? Ooh, spectacles. A blueberry. Eh. I don't really care enough to go out of my way to pick them up. I don't find that I get enough out of it. Although I do like in this series how the items heal like a percentage. So you don't need like potion, high potion, X potion. You just need this, blueberries. Right? Blueberries heal, what is it, like 13% of your HP? I mean, you can use skills to get it higher than that. So, like eventually they heal like a huge amount of your HP. And then blackberries for your MP. And there's like syrups. There's all kinds of different healing items. There's probably more healing items in this game than any Final Fantasy game, because all of the items that you can make with cooking are healing items. Well, you can make some special cooking items, like special things with cooking that do stuff like improve your fishing chance or give you SP, which is kind of neat. Like they do lots of different things. The music stuff is basically the same. With like the different tracks that do different things. And then when you have enough of them and enough instruments, you can get orchestra, which improves your chances of succeeding when you do your crafting and stuff like that. Customize also, no real change with customize. I never really did a lot of like compounding, where it's like mixing the herbs to make different items with that stuff. I just never found them to be very good. Like there's just so many items and so many ways to heal HP and MP. I don't know. Yeah, look at that in his fireplace. Look at it's glowing. The wood is glowing. It's a shame, like they animated the water, but they didn't animate the fire. It's just like a glowing ember. But it looks like there's supposed to be fire coming off of it. Oh well, that's okay. Can't have everything. He's got a fireplace and a wood stove. You can see the wood stove just on the side of the wall. And it doesn't look like they're connected either. So this guy's house must get wicked hot, but it is really big. He doesn't look like he's got a sink either. Although he's got one of those weird cabinets. So like, look at his countertop. In the corner, so there's like that. What is that? Oranges? There's that like green pumpkin, and then just to the left of it. Oh, those are probably potatoes. But if you look at like the lower level, it looks like the shelf goes like all the way to the wall. I hate those kinds of shelves where there's like two counter pieces come together and like one of the shelves goes all the way back in the corner. Shit gets pushed back there and then you never find it again. I know what happened there. It's the same asset. Like both of those countertops are the same asset. It's just one is faced one way, one is faced the other way. So like the one is blocking the other. But people do have counters set up that way. And the shelves and stuff like that on the bottom. I've seen some where there's like a spinny thing in there, so you can like put shit on it and like spin it around. This way stuff doesn't get like trapped in the back. Lots of weird shit talking this time. Look at the size of that fern. I think it's too big for that pot. That pot that big plant is in, I think is too small. It's just going to be like a big mass of roots in there. Oh, can't wait till it's over. So much blah, 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 blah. But I get it. They got to establish a story. Yeah, now she wants to come with us. And she later lets us know... She lets us know that she's adopted and she knows it, but they don't know that she knows. I mean, in this version, she's an adult. And in the PSP version, she's an adult. She's 18. In the PlayStation version, she's 17. And I think Claude is 19. But like the ending where she knocks her up is like a year later. So it's not so bad. I can't. Oh, technically she's like millions of years old. No, she's not. No matter how you look at it. She's from like a time period that's millions of years ago, but she gets sent forward through time. So she is her age. She's 17 or 18, depending on the game. She's got a strange outfit, huh? With those like weird shoulder thingies. Yeah, 17 and 19. And then in the ending, she's 18 and he's 20. Priestess is like... They make her act like a 13-year-old, but I think she's like 16. But she acts like a little kid. And Ashen, I think, is in his 20s, 21, 22. I think Selena's like 24. Bowman's in his 30s. Noel is the... No. Ernest, I think, is the oldest character that you can get on your team. Or maybe it is Noel. I can't remember. So I think what I'll do with this one is I'll use Celine. So we're going to pick her up and we're going to use her in the party. And then I might switch her out. No, I'll keep her. Like I played once on my PS5 and once on the PC. One using one with Rena and one with Claude. Maybe I will switch her out. I'll keep her until I get Leon, and then I'll put Leon in. And I'll use Ernest just to show him off, because like I said, he used to be trash, and now he's really good. And unfortunately, Chisato used to be really good, and now she's not very good. Her battle skills changed a lot, and her like attack range is still really bad. And she, like, her regular attack is slow, and it's got bad range. But she made up for it by having like wicked powerful killer moves. Now her killer moves have been balanced out a bit better, so she's not as like ridiculous as she used to be. Which is kind of funny because like Claude and Oprah also were like crazy good, but their skills weren't kind of tuned to the same extent. Right, like Healing Star's not as good. Healing Star was really good because it was like basically instant. So like you press the button, bam, full heal. So you could heal, I think it was like somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000. You could heal. Oh, I get it now. see that little red thing that baby Rena has on? She's still wearing it, even though she's older, but she's got to have it worn differently now because she's bigger than she was as a little kid. Anyways, that's important. So you could like spam Healing Star and like instantly heal your whole team for like 8 mana. I think it was super cheap for MP, and it was super fast. The only problem is it was tedious to build up because you needed the proficiency maxed. So you want to max out your proficiency with it in order to get the most healing out of it. So what I would do is I'd have it equipped and then just do the survival battle with her and just on the very first guy spam it until I was out of MP, and then just do a couple battles till my stamina built my MP back up all the way, and just keep doing that over and over until I got to 999. And then Claude has a healing one too, Energy Sword, where he heals himself, and you can get it so that he'd eventually like full heal himself. In this one, it actually has like a small, it's very small AoE, so he can heal other people with it. It's not very, like, the AoE's really bad. I think you gotta be like super close in order for it to heal other people. Rena. Man, that balcony must get super wet when it rains. I guess it doesn't really matter that it's not like covered. There's nothing over top of it. But water would like drip in off of the roof, and it would be like falling on you. So you couldn't like go out in a storm and sit on your balcony. I used to do that when I lived in a different apartment. I used to live on like the 11th floor of an apartment. And whenever there would be like a crazy thunderstorm, I'd go sit on my balcony. He's gone. It's pretty good. Sit in the balcony, have some Crown, drink a few glasses of Crown and Coke. It's funny, she calls you out to come and see her, and then she takes off. What? Look at the plants when I walk through the glass. They move while I'm crunching them down on the grass. Isn't that crazy? And you got all like the fireflies and shit. It's just, it blows my mind how this Square Enix remake can be just absolutely incredible. And then the front mission one is just hot ass. Terrible. I don't know. I don't want to be all doom and gloom, but I would be very surprised if it wasn't like the end of the franchise. Like, there's, because they'll see that as, oh, there's no demand for this game. But it's not because the games are bad, it's because the remake is shit. And the company they picked to do the remake sucked. And it's just super unfortunate because it's a good game. It's a great game. Front Mission 3 is an amazing game. But this remake is just going to kill it. Uh-oh. The roof on the Lovers is no good. Look at all those gaps. Man, their attic must just be full of water and mold when it rains. Well, mold all the time because water's going to get in there. And mice and squirrels and shit. That's bad. They need a new roof. Yeah, talking about Wes's husband got killed.
ショックを受けているのはお前さんも同じじゃ。母親のお前。落ち着いてなんかいられません。だってあの人が死んで。ウェスタ。あの人がいなければまだ行ってないんです。
Keep on carrying on. They never really mention, like a lot of these games like that, where they don't really mention like the economics of the world. Like, does she pay taxes? She must. Like, the Kingdom of Cross, they control all of this stuff, right? So you'd think she'd have to pay some kind of taxes. But what does she do for work? How does she make money? You see some like fields in one of the screens. Like, do they farm here? Like, what does she do? It's weird. Of course, Rena's like unique healing ability you'd think would make them mega rich, right? Because you could like travel around and heal people. It's like, oh, the prince was badly hurt in battle? Well, I'll just heal him up for 10,000 full. Boop. Alright, he's better. He's not gonna die. And we can cure poisons. Can't cure disease though, but we can cure poison. Well, eventually we can... items can bring people back to herbs. Although really they should have termed it as like, in battle you're just unconscious, you're not like dead. Because then you always end up with the whole thing like with Ares. It's like, oh, why don't we just use a phoenix down? Or use life too. Bring her back from the dead. Right? So in battle, I guess, it'd be better to be like, oh, when you're down, you're unconscious. And then when the whole party is down, is knocked unconscious. Yeah. Then obviously you're dead. They'll just kill you. But you can still like die outside. And be like the same here. That's like the best way of doing it, in my opinion. Actually, for any RPGs, that's like the best way of doing it, because it kind of skirts around that issue of like, well, you know, story person died. Why don't you just use your life restoring items or life restoring magic to bring them back from the dead? Yes, we'll be fine. Let's go. Yep, we'll be back later with Oprah. Actually, we'll probably be back to do some private actions. Yep, this is the King of Cross. That's correct. Actually, I guess Rena is important enough that the king knows her personally. Right? Like, we get to go in based on just her name alone. So maybe her family is, like, wealthy. Maybe West is, like, a minor noble or whatever. Or Rena, like, saved somebody super important, so now they don't have to pay taxes or whatever. Or maybe there are no taxes. Like I said, they don't really say anything about like the economies of the game. A lot of these games are like that, where they don't. Actually, do I have? Oh yeah, quick heal. So this is where you can like move them. Yeah, and you can use like the bumpers, so I can set it to like a one-person party or two. I just can't like move her because there's nobody else. And you can tell her to do different things. Attack them with everything. Just go ham. And I don't have any more of these yet. You find them throughout the game. The different character stats. So here, very nice. It like tells you what you're. So you don't need to like guess. So you can see, okay, what is their relationship status? And that's like, oh, she is 17, and he's 19. So they put her age back. And you can see their friendship levels and all of their talents and everything like that. And you can toggle the portraits. That's the PSP portrait, and that's the original PlayStation portrait. And obviously that's this one. Yeah, see, so she's got like, she's basically the same in all of them. She's got like a weird bob cut and that like cape attached to her shoulders. Oops. And she's got the same thing here, and then the same thing here. So the haircut is basically the same. Not much difference. I think my fourth character might be Bowman. I might use Bowman. Yeah, so you go. You can toggle the private actions in town. I think I'm gonna wait to do those until later when I've got more people. You don't have to. You can do them all the time. But there's only so many. I think they did add a couple. Okay, this way. Thankfully, if they run into your party, it doesn't trigger. They have to run into the leader. Bonk. Jesus, maybe I should set her back. Because she's gonna burn through her MP. Whatever. Yeah, see, there's like more places to go and explore. There's a treasure chest over there. I'll get that later. There's all kinds of like rock piles and everything in this planet. It's a very rocky area. There's Cross in the background. It's just like in the original and the PSP version. It gets like dark as you get close to the city for the first time. Look at that water. It's kind of neat. A very defensible city, that's for sure. It'd be hard to attack a city like this because there's really only like 2 places to get into it. Because you've got the river acting as a natural moat. Yeah, there's nobody around. Locked up. It's a shame the game doesn't have like a natural day-night cycle. I think that'd be kind of neat. And then towns would be different based on if it was daytime or nighttime. That'd be kind of cool. Now that'd be outside of this. Is this guide map? It won't let me open that. Kind of outside the scope of a remake. Just, based on kind of what they're doing here. But 45 minutes. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time.